Hey guys, welcome to Chaos Unfiltered. I'm your host Abby, and today we're going to be talking about Are You Ready? And we're really talking about are you ready to start dating again? Are you ready to start looking for a relationship again? All of those things. I started off this podcast talking about my breakup, talking about breakups in the past, stuff like that. And it's been almost 4 months now. So now we're moving on to the are you ready, right? Am I ready? That's really what this is about, right? But for other people, they're probably going through this too. So, are you ready for a relationship? Can you take those next steps? Or do you still need to take time for yourself, right? There's just so many questions, and it's a little bit hard to know when is too soon, when is not enough time, am I moving too quickly? All of those questions, right? And I'm here to talk about that. I'm not here to give you a direct answer because I'm going to be completely honest. There is no good time. There is not a time frame on this. There isn't a time frame that tells you, oh, you should start dating again within 4 months. No, there is no time frame. It is how you feel and what you're comfortable with doing. And knowing that, mentally and physically, you are ready to give yourself to someone again, right? That is the hard part. So there's always that, unspoken rule that I've heard that's if you have been dating for 4 months, you should take 4 months before you start dating again, stuff like that, right? And I've been thinking about that. And as it does kind of make logical sense, then you think about it from another perspective of oh, I was dating this person for 3 years, we broke up. Am I supposed to wait 3 fucking years to get another relationship, to find another person, to start dating again? That is crazy. I mean, maybe not for some people. Maybe for some people, waiting 3 years is a good thing that is allowed. But, when I'm thinking about it, I don't know if I could do that. I don't know if I would want to do that, right? Yes, I love being single, and I like being on my own, and that independence has really come back to me. But I miss sharing things with someone. I miss having someone I could always go to who is going to be in my corner. I miss knowing that I always had someone to text, and if I had a bad day, I had someone that I could reach out to and talk to. I mean, I still have those support systems, right? Don't get me wrong. But it's different when you have a significant other. They are your everything. They are the most important person to you. And that's what I miss from a relationship, stuff like that. But does that make me ready for a relationship, or does that make me miss a relationship, right? Those are two very different things that you kind of have to really sit down and think about. Honestly, up until this week, I haven't even thought about being in a relationship. I haven't thought about dating. Yes, people have hit me up and all of that stuff, but I haven't been yeah, I'm ready to jump back in, right? I have been clear with people that I'm hey, I am not ready to get back into a relationship. Hey, if you want to talk, I'm okay with talking, but this will have to move slow, and you have to be okay with slow, because I'm not going to speed up my process of healing to benefit you, because in the end, that's just going to hurt us if we were meant to be, if you were my next person, stuff like that, right? But up until this last week, I have not thought about that at all. When my breakup first ended, I was I'm getting back on dating apps, right? But that's my instinct always is I'm going to get back on dating apps because that gets me out of my head. That makes me stop thinking about my ex, all of that shit. It's not healthy, but that's what I've done in the past. And I feel I can really talk about this topic of are you ready to start dating again? Because I've done it multiple ways where I've broken up with an ex and then I just jump onto dating apps. And maybe it's different because I've broken up with them, but that's still not healthy. Even if you're the one breaking up with someone, you shouldn't jump right back into dating, stuff like that. You're not in the right headspace to do that, okay? I've also done it the other way this time of I've taken time for myself. I've really pushed myself to get out of my comfort zone, do things I'm uncomfortable with, this podcast, making videos on social media, stuff like that, really prioritizing myself and my wellness. And that has been amazing. And speaking from experience of someone that's done it both ways, this way was so much more healthy. Like, I feel so much different and much more confident in myself that I can put my best self forward into my next relationship, right? Like, I'm not giving them the worst part of me, which is okay. Like, if that is what you do, like, in a relationship, they're going to see both sides. They're going to see your worst, and they're going to have to see you at your best, and they're going to have to be okay with that. So it doesn't really matter, but for me, I don't want to give someone a broken me. And I was very broken, so I wasn't ready for that. And I think, from my experience, taking time to really figure out what you want, set your priorities, and not even thinking about like a relationship, right? Like, just spending time with friends, doing what you love to do, being okay with being alone, because that is so hard. Trust me, I know. And I feel like everyone wants someone, right? Like, being alone isn't fun. Like, yeah, I have my cats, but like, it'd be nice to come home and have someone to talk to every day, and it'd be nice to always know I can have someone to call, like FaceTime my friends all the time, but you know, they have lives too, right? And it's hard, especially if you're going through a breakup and you're like, oh, I want to get back into dating and all that. Especially like if you have friends that are like getting married, you're going to weddings, stuff like that, and you like feel like your life is off track, because I can definitely say I have felt that way before. And I'm also going to sit here and tell you that you shouldn't feel that way. Just because your life isn't lining up with what your friends are doing at this current moment doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong. It just means that your journey is a little bit different from theirs. And that's okay. So, are you ready to start dating again? Am I ready to start dating again? I'm going to be honest. For me, I don't know if I am. I will say I've been thinking about joining dating apps again. I haven't done it yet because I have a very big love, mostly hate relationship with dating apps, just because I feel like, yes, they're dating apps, but a lot of people don't use them for dating. And I can fall into that category in the past. Like, I did it just, you know, for kind of like shits and giggles, right? Like, oh, I'm bored, I'm going to get on a dating app and just start swiping. And that's not what it's meant for, right? Like, you should be matching with people that you really think you're going to meet up with, stuff like that. Because I was the person that I would match with people, give them my Snapchat, give them my phone number, whatever, right? I'm never meeting them in person. And it does take me a while to meet someone in person, which I think is perfectly okay, like having those restrictions. Like, the world is a scary place. You don't really know who you're meeting, right? Like, doing a FaceTime call first to make sure they're not a catfish is, I think, very important. But never meeting them, but like giving them this false hope and stuff, like, that's not okay, right? And I'm really just talking to myself about this because I have done that many times in the past. And then I also think about it, right? Like, yeah, I think I'm ready to start going on dates again and stuff like that, but am I really going to find my person on a dating app? And I don't know, because I do go out and do things, but it's mostly the gym, it's things I do with friends. Like, I don't go out to bars or anything like that. It's just not my scene anymore. I feel like I'm too old for that. I will go sometimes, but like, not a lot. And I just feel like in this day and age, a lot of people don't go up and talk to people. Like, you would never see me approaching a male in the outside world to ask him if he had a girlfriend or to start flirting with him. Absolutely fucking not. Now, if a guy comes up to me or says something to me, I'll flirt back for sure. But I'm not making the first move. I cannot handle that. My social anxiety would be through the fucking roof. Ain't no way in hell I'm doing that, okay? Let's be honest. So I also feel like that just like limits me meeting someone naturally, I guess. And I just feel like social media is so prominent in the world now that it is okay to meet someone through social media, through dating apps, stuff like that. I mean, I've known plenty of people that they've met on dating apps and they're still together, and that's great. Like, that shows me that dating apps do work. You just have to find the right person in the dating app, right? And I just feel like that's so hard, especially with like hookup culture now. I haven't been on dating apps in over a year, but I recall like a lot of it was like, yeah, I just want to fuck. And I'm like, that's not what I want to do, right? Like, this is a dating app. Like, what the fuck? Why are you on here if you don't want to date? Like, I don't understand it. But there is no right or wrong time to decide you're ready to start dating again. Don't let outsiders tell you otherwise, which I know I'm an outsider, so I'm telling you otherwise, stuff like that. But, like, don't let your friends or your family, like, manipulate you into changing what you want to do, right? Like, if they're like, oh, you're gonna get on dating apps already? Yeah, I am, because it's my fucking life and I can do what I want to, right? Fuck them if they're gonna have anything negative to say towards it. Like, it's not their life. If they wouldn't do it, that's great. They're not doing it in their life. This is my life. You can give me your opinion, that's great, but at the same time, like, your opinion isn't needed on those things, right? Or even the flip side of that, if they're like, oh yeah, you should get on dating apps already. I'm not ready. Don't tell me what to do. I will do it when I'm ready. It is okay to take as much time as you fucking need to heal. Because it doesn't matter if that relationship was a month long, 3 years long. A lot could have fucking happened that you need time to heal. Or maybe a lot didn't. Maybe you were already out of it before you were in, like, out of the relationship. So you can move on quicker. It's your life. You don't have to explain your reasoning for doing anything to anybody. Whether they think that or not, you don't have to. You have no obligation to anybody but yourself. And yes, your friends and family are probably just trying to be supportive and be there for you. But sometimes, and I know I have definitely been there in my life of like, I don't feel like you're being there for me. I feel like you're telling me what to do, and that's not what I need right now. I need someone to just be there and not almost try and control my life, right? Like, yes, I understand I picked the wrong men. I get it. I know I have a pattern. You telling me it is, yeah, great, but at the same time, I know. And yes, it's also on me for not changing that, realizing those things. But I have a big thing about I see the potential in people, and I really need to stop looking at the potential in that person, right? I need to see what they are giving me face value. This is that person. I'm not going to see the potential. I'm going to try not to, because, yeah, potential is great if they want to reach that potential. Just because they have potential doesn't mean they're going to get there. And that might sound rude as fuck, but it's fucking true. Everyone in life has fucking potential. But what you do with your life is going to impact your potential, is going to impact what you do, right? So you could have all this potential and you decide to be a drug addict instead. Well, that's the life you chose. I think, though, what has made me feel like I'm more ready to start dating again is just my overall life, how I feel. Like, I feel so happy and content with just myself. Like, yes, sometimes I get lonely. But right now, I don't feel like I need someone, right? I feel like if you're in a state that you feel like you just need someone to feel better, you're not ready to start dating again. But if you are content and you're just like, yeah, it'd be nice to have someone, I think that's a good sign that you could start dating again, that you can get on those dating apps again. You can do whatever you do to start dating. I don't know. But it's also okay if you're like, I'm ready to start dating again. You get on those dating apps, you do whatever, and then you realize, actually, I'm not ready to start dating again. That's okay. You tried. But if you realize you're not ready to start dating again, get off the dating apps. Take a second, go back, do your thing some more. And you can try again later. Like, that is okay. It's not you failing if that's what you feel if that happens. It's just you noticing you're not ready and prioritizing yourself. Because if you're not prioritizing yourself and you're only trying to prioritize yourself in a relationship, that's just not fucking healthy, okay? If you're still thinking about your ex in the ways of almost like, I want to get back with them, I don't know what I'm going to do without them, stuff like that, you're not ready to start dating, okay? And if you think you are, but you're still having those thoughts, you're just trying to avoid those feelings that you're not willing to accept yet, and you really need to work on that in the best way possible, right? Like, it is going to benefit you to think about those feelings, to realize the outcome, realize why it didn't work. And you know what? I'm not going to sit here and say that you will never get back together with your ex. I know plenty of people do that. I know that's not going to happen with me, but it could with you. But you also need to know that's fully what you want. And I think that's also something really important when starting to date again, is setting those priorities, setting those standards for yourself in a relationship this time, right? What didn't work in my last relationship, right? This, that, and the third. These are non-negotiables into my next relationship. And it's okay to talk to someone for a few days, realize it's not going to work out, and move on. Don't feel bad, but also don't waste someone's time and just string them along. The dating world is a crazy place from what I remember it as. And so it's hard to navigate, it's stressful to navigate, and it's really just overall complicated, and I don't know, that's one of the reasons why I think I don't really want to get to dating again, because I hate fucking dating. Like, it's all nice, but like talking to people, telling them what you do for work, like, I remember at one point when I was dating that I literally just had like on my notes app, just, this is what I do for work. This is like, I just had a spiel because my job is complicated, and so trying to explain it to someone that has no idea what the fuck I do is exhausting. But that could also be kind of a red flag for me too, right? Like, why were you talking to so many people and giving so many people the time of day that it was getting exhausting? If I was only talking to 1 to 2 people, it probably wouldn't have been that exhausting, let's be honest. But I was probably talking to like 10 or 15. I also think if you're ready to start dating again, that you need to also start being okay with the uncomfortable. Going on dates, stuff like that, right? Like, I am a person that really struggles with that. Like, I like going out on dates, but I like going out on dates when I like have a significant other and like I know this is going somewhere. When I'm just going out on a date to meet someone, and especially for the first time, it is so fucking awkward. I am a very extroverted introvert. Like, once you get to know me, it's game over. I'm not shutting the fuck up. But if I don't know you, I'm so shy. I'm awkward. That's just who I am until I know like what your vibe is, right? Once I catch your vibe, then I know if we're gonna be good or not. That's why I usually do FaceTime calls first though, because I can tell a lot from those vibes on FaceTime of like, are we going to get along? Is this worth my time of day? Stuff like that, right? So overall, it's your decision if you're ready to start dating or not. Don't let anyone change your mind for what you want to do with your life. But really think about it. It's a big step. And for me, like, I'm so happy with being single right now that like sometimes I'm like, I don't really know if I want another person right now. But then I think about it and I'm like, no, like I do. I miss these things. And it would be nice to have someone to do things with and stuff like that too. But I also think what's helping me, and another reason why I haven't started getting on dating apps again, is that like I am okay with being single. Like, and I've always felt this way of like when I am dating, like I'm not dating because I need you. I am not talking to you because I need you. I am doing this because I want you. And sometimes I can get thrown into people's faces of like, hey, I'm here because I want you, not because I need you. I don't need you. You can get out at any point. Like, when it gets to that point, like, there's a problem. But, like, I'm not saying it that way. Like, I would rather be wanted than needed. Like, you need me for these things. Okay, but I want you to want me. Like, you are choosing me because you want me, not because you need me to be here, right? And that's where my mindset is. It's like, I want that. I don't need it. So I feel like that is such a healthy way to realize, like, yeah, maybe I am ready to start dating again. And just, like, dip my toe into it, right? Like, we'll test the water, see how it goes. But I haven't made that leap yet. When I first started thinking about getting on dating apps again, I literally was like, I'm going to take some days and think about it, right? Like, it's just popped into my head. That doesn't mean I need to jump on it. Like, give it some time, let it marinate. And then if it's still there and you're like, yeah, I'm ready to get on dating apps, then I'm going to get on dating apps. Because I've given it that time to really think about it. So I know this podcast really didn't answer the question of, like, am I ready to start dating again? But I do hope it gave you some insight of, like, if you are thinking about that, like, think about these other factors too. Think about, are you ready to start dating again? But it is your life, and you can do whatever you want with your life. And you know what they say, you find your person at the most unexpected time, and usually when you're not looking for it. And I don't know if that's true. Obviously that hasn't worked for me yet. So sometimes you got to take that initiative and do it yourself, right? So for me, for my life, we will see if I'm really ready to start dating again. Or I guess I will see. And if I am ready, like, I am really excited to see what that means for me. Thank you so much for listening, guys. I hope you tune in next week. Thanks. Bye.